Ando, coconut water has swept Australia, swept the world really in the last couple of years. Hasn't replaced real water.
No.
We're not filling up the reservoirs with coconut water, but it's big.
Yeah,
I mean, we look at the doyens of the industry. Like Rihanna's got her own coconut water.
Yep.
Kyle
Sandilands.
Sandilands, I think, is he must be making a mint from that coconut water, and it's a big player now in the beverage market. Did a bit of research because this is what I'm about to pitch to you of exciting business opportunity.
Right.
$40 million a year is the Australian coconut water market and growing. Wouldn't it be incredible if we were the first to the new coconut water? Because coconut water is a fad.
Yeah.
It'll come and go.
Yeah, exactly.
Wouldn't it be great if we were next to the next fad?
Yeah, so what water's next?
So, wouldn't it be great, Andy, to have a water that was high in B6, fibre, vitamins, and is also fat and sugar-free? Wouldn't that be great if such a water existed?
Yeah, sure.
Wouldn't it be great to have a water which comes from one of the healthiest foods in the world, as voted by worldshealthiestfoods.com, which is a real website I found today?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great to have a water which harnesses the energizing power of one of the world's most beloved vegetables, yet at the same time retains the refreshing qualities of water?
Just tell us what it is.
Wouldn't it be great to have
Is this finished? Wouldn't it be great if this...
No, wouldn't it be great to have a water that no one else has thought of and we could market at cafes, sport events, music festivals, and other locations that beverages are commonly sold? Sadly, I guess such a water doesn't exist. Or does it? Lizzie, bring it in.
Okay.
Andy, I give to you a brainwave that came to me over the weekend.
Sure.
As I was opening a tin of corn.
Oh.
Corn water. Corn water absorbs all the properties
God, it looks bad.
of corn and corn water. Think about it. It absorbs all the nutrients and vitamins of corn. Why have you closed your computer? I'm not going to throw it at you.
know,
I'm going to have a sip of this chilled corn
some
water.
things have happened in the past.
Ando, listen to this. Hamish and Andy's corn water, bursting with health and nothing else. Sounds corny, right? That's the ad.
I like bursting with health and nothing else.
Ando.
I don't like sounds corny, but yeah.
Corn is a wonderful vegetable and one of the world's healthiest foods. Think about all that corn just sitting on shelves. We tip this down the sink.
Yeah, but...
And we could harness
where
it,
do you
Ando.
get that corn water from?
From the tin.
But that's not... Don't they preserve it in water? Like
That's what I mean. So the corn's
So
just soaking in water.
so
And this is now, you're looking at a full glass, a chilled glass of corn water. I've never actually tried it as a drink. I love corn. I love water. I can't see why I wouldn't love both together. That's good.
Give us a taste.
It's pretty good. It tastes a bit like a very watery chicken and sweet corn soup from a Chinese restaurant.
A cold. Well, I mean, let's not put that on the
Please
poster.
enjoy chilled. Please enjoy chilled.
Oh, just...
Mate, have a go. I think if you're with
Having a
me,
sip now.
I'm going to really start looking into us marketing this to festivals and stuff.
It's not
It's not
altogether
crazy.
awful, is it?
I actually thought it would be a lot worse. Let me have another sip. I got a real hankering for that corn water.
I think you're right. It does taste like... It does taste like a cold chicken and corn soup. Why is that?
Because I guess that's the main ingredient in chicken and corn soup.
Yeah, corn.
Think about it. We get an athlete or someone like Conor McGregor.
Yep.
Maybe after the weekend he's looking to rebuild his image a
Great
bit.
idea. Yeah, the MMA fighter, the UFC fighter.
And we get him as the face of corn water. We could get anyone. Like, just need an athlete, like a triathlete or an
all
Ironman or
of
something.
those things that you read out, are they...
Yeah,
correct?
Mate, corn's full of fibre and B6 and vitamins.
I know, but is any of it soaked into... Like, I don't know.
But no one knows what coconut water is.
It's water inside a coconut.
Yeah, then that's a, but a lot of it's just hype. But think about it. Oh, look at that. There's like quite a fine sediment at the bottom of the cup. Look, no, it's not disgusting.
Yep.
Here and now. You in?
I'm not out.
Okay.
That's all I'm giving it this
Why don't I
stage.
come back to you tomorrow with a more refined pitch?
That'd be nice.
I've got your attention.
Hamish Andy.
Here's the thing. I thought corn water, the water from canned corn, is this the next coconut water? Everyone seems to be going bananas for coconut water.
Yep.
We've missed the boat there, Ando. We're not kings of the coconut water world. Could we be kings of the corn water world?
Caitlin, do you like this idea, the taste of it at least?
I do. I love drinking corn water.
This is it.
So
you are a customer. You're our number one ticket holder, Caitlin. You're exactly who we're creating this product for.
So, Caitlin, obviously, at the moment, you can just go and buy yourself a can of corn and get your own product, Ham. So this is where we need to work on it.
Well, we'd be selling. Well, our drink obviously wouldn't be full of corn kernels.
Yep.
You might have one in the bottom, like the worm in tequila.
Yep. We strain it.
Strain it. We're selling the actual liquid. So, Caitlin, if someone's making, say, I don't know, Mexican, and they're like, oh, we need some corn, do you go, I'll open the can and just chug the water?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'll either drink it straight from the can, or once we've put the corn into a bowl, I'll then put that corn water in a cup and I'll drink it.
Well, we've got a cup of corn water in here right now, Caitlin, that we've been sipping on.
And look, we thought it was going to be disgusting.
Yeah, and at first I drank from it and he's like, don't do it, that's gross. But it's a bit of a winner.
Lynn.
It tastes really good.
It does taste really good. Caitlin, Lynn is also joins us. Lynn, you've got some thoughts on the corn water.
Yeah, I do.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really such a great idea. It would be incredibly high in MSG.
It would be, so you don't know.
Well,
Is that a guess, Lynn?
What?
no, corn is very high in MSG.
By itself?
Yep.
Is it really? MSG is not great, is it? It's like a salt.
No, it's not really good. It can kill.
Oh, right. Okay. Drink this. Maybe that's the excitement
Where
of
do I
it.
put that on the chair?
What's your soft drink?
I'm not sure if you remember Warheads back in the day when
they were dangerous food.
Exactly. Yeah, it's so sour you might be able to handle it. Just the whole idea of daring someone to drink the corn water might kill you.
I don't think. I mean, if corn could kill, why are we allowed to eat it?
Daniel, your thoughts?
Yeah, I love corn water.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
and
you.
back to the coconut water, that stuff's horrible. Like my partner drinks it every day, and she swears by it, but I can't stand it.
Yeah, that's the thing, Dan. I think what we're coming up with here is a product for the boutique water market to cater for people that shun coconut water.
Let's go to another song. 131060. Are you a nutritionist out there? Let's get. I mean,
you sure you want to hear these answers?
Well, I think this is the important part of this journey. If we're getting it can't kill you.
So we want someone to go
on that side.
It can't kill you.
Yeah. Or just a few of the ideas.
Let me make the statements, and you listen to these and tell me if they're true or false. Corn is very high in B6, fibre, and vitamins.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's got to be true.
Well, no, it doesn't have to be.
Well, I
true.
mean, I got it off the internet, so
could be.
that's one of its key things.
Yeah, but the water mightn't have.
It has a good ratio of soluble to insoluble fibre.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. But that's going to look good on a can. And basically what we're doing here, Ando, let's just put our marketing hats on for a second. People will drink this.
Yes.
People, I think, would just go for it to go, I like corn, I like water,
131060. Are you a nutritionist? We'd love to chat to you after this, Hamish Andy.
Do we have any grounds? Annaline, now I've been making some claims about the nutritional benefits of corn and therefore corn water. Annaline, you're a nutritionist actually with a degree.
That is correct.
Oh, well done.
Well done, Annaline. Yeah. And I assume you've just rung up to give me the old green light thumbs up. Carry on home.
We'll read a couple of statements, Haim, and let's see what Annaline thinks.
I mean, there's so many things that corn is good at. High in B6, got a lot of fibre, various vitamins, minerals. Jump in any... I mean, that's all true, isn't it, Annaline?
Yep, that's true.
And therefore, the water that the corn sits in would just absorb those benefits, and then they pass it on to you in the easily digestible form of water.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, there you go. That's the
What I noticed you say, Hamish, is that you notice a yellow coloration in the water, and that yellow coloration is actually due to yellow compounds in the corn.
Yep.
So if you look at a yellow cob corn, it's got a compound called lutein, and lutein gives it that yellow color, but lutein is converted into vitamin A in the human body, so it's really important for our eyesight. So what you're seeing in your corn water is some of that lutein leaching out from the corn kernels into the water.
So see in the dark.
You see better on corn water.
I won't go as far as saying that.
I might, Annaline. What about this as a slogan? See the light, get some corn water from Hamish and Andy.
Well, it's entirely dependent on how much of that is actually leaching out from the corn.
Quite a lot, it
Anyway,
seems like. From my tests here of just holding up to the window, I'm going to say about 90% of the lupine ends up in the corn water.
Well, Annaline, the other worry we had about the C-dub was the fact that Lynn just rung in and said it's full of MSG, and that might kill us.
Well, MSG is added to food products to enhance the meaty flavour. So it actually enhances a taste sensation called umami. And so umami is kind of savoury. It's very meaty. So unless your corn kernels are tasting like meat, and unless they actually have it on the can, which they say that they've added MSG, I highly doubt it's been added.
Annaline, it did. She had that feel about her as if she was from a different corn water company, and she was trying to scuttle us. Like I felt like she was from one of the big beverage houses, which are probably working on corn water at the moment because it is the obvious next step in the boutique water market.
And we're going to use your quotes, Annaline. We're going to say as quoted to us by nutritionist Annaline.
Annaline, as far as you can tell, it's actually a very healthy drink.
Well, if your corn water, if your can of corn doesn't have added salt to it, yes, definitely
I don't think it did.
Oh, fantastic, Annaline. Well, let's pick this up tomorrow, Ham. Well, I think we're heading in the right direction.
I think at the moment, really, all the only steps left are get a celebrity endorser.
Yep.
And a factory.
Hamish
Andy. Away.
Haim, yesterday on the show, you wanted to launch new water that would be definitely in the health market.
Would steal some of the $40 million a year, just in Australia, coconut water segment.
Yep.
Boutique water. Coconut water didn't exist 5 years ago.
No.
I mean, it did, but it was locked in coconuts.
Yeah.
And no one was thinking to attack them to get their water out. Now you can't move at the supermarket without bumping into a coconut water freezer.
Yesterday you said corn water.
So, it struck me when I was draining corn. Look, you love corn, I love corn. Who doesn't love corn chips? Corn's delicious. It's quite hard to find someone that doesn't love corn.
Again, I would stress, though, that the chip is more delicious than the drink.
Sure, but it's all in the same family. And bounties are more delicious than coconut water.
Yeah, but a raw chicken not as great as chicken. You know, like in different foods in different forms.
Yes. Can be different. Yeah, sure. McDonald's is not selling raw mince Big Macs.
Yeah.
They cook it. I understand that different preparation yields better results or worse results. But I'm saying corn as a flavour is a delicious flavour. And who doesn't love a juicy grilled corn on the barbecue, that kind of thing. Harness that flavour and the nutrition, all the wonderful nutritional value of corn in the water that it sits in the can.
And this is before we get to my stomach bugs with it.
Sure.
Let's go through a product update. You were meant to look into a few things overnight with regards to what's actually in the corn water.
We spoke to some nutritionists yesterday, and they were like, "Look, you might have an MSG problem.
Yep.
There could be a thing called MSG, which is often found as a flavour enhancer.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get it in Chinese food and stuff like that.
Which we don't think's in there.
We don't. Although, you know how we tasted the corn water yesterday, and we're like, gee, it tastes exactly like chicken and sweet corn soup.
Yeah.
The reason chicken and sweet corn soup from the food court tastes like that is predominantly MSG. But I'm willing to.
But we checked the can and there's no MSG on it.
Well,
that's what the nutritionist told us to do, didn't it?
This is my main excitement here.
Okay.
You look at the back of the can and it goes. This is standard on most tinned corn cans. 58% corn. That's fine. Yeah. Although, it's not heaps of corn.
Yeah.
Therefore, the only other ingredients on the back are water and salt.
Yeah.
42% salty water. Ando. People are throwing this away. This could be our product.
Yes, I know, but
people are buying a product and throwing 42% of it away.
I know.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
And it's just water and salt. You know what Gatorade is? Yep. Water, sugar, and salt.
Yep. So, but what?
And now we're just a sugar-free Gatorade with a corn flavouring. We're basically sugar-free corn Gatorade.
What?
Now I'm going to talk to the people at Gatorade to see if we can say that on the bottle. And I don't know if they'll let us, but I think in the hearts of consumers, they'll know that if you go for a big run, you replace lost vital waters and salts with a delicious, ice-cold, corn-shaped bottle of corn water.
So it's corn-shaped bottle, is it?
It's shaped as a husk.
So what's your price point on
$2.50?
$2.50 for
600 mils.
600 mils. You can buy, though, a can of corn, similar price.
Yep, but you don't get 600 mils. And you don't get the corn-shaped bottle, which are collectible.
So, okay.
Collect them all.
So, how many of them are there?
That's the thing.
There's one?
But I mean, collect all the ones we make.
Okay. Wow.
So if we
sell everything.
So if a customer falls for that, they'll buy all our product. Remember, guys, try and collect them all.
Collect them all if you can. But
they're all identical, but, geez, it would be doing us a solid if you collected them all.
So here's overnight, these are the concerns I had.
Yep.
you were really selling it as a health drink.
Yeah, it is.
No. So then I was like, we don't know this, and it's most likely not.
But it also could be. And
Not on the same level as coconut water.
You reckon?
Well, you're soaking another veggie or grain in this instance in water.
But that is what coconut water is. It's just water that finds its way into the middle of the coconut and absorbs the coconutty powers.
I thought until we find out the rules, because we're going to get this sent off to find out exactly what's in it and any nutritional value.
We don't have to do that.
No, I think we do. And guess why?
Are you for us or against us?
Guess why we do? Because I looked up the laws today on labelling and packaging and advertising of a product. You don't give me a wince like I'm a bore. You can't go out and tell people something if it's not. Strict rules against it. No, you can't. So that's why I thought, well, can you lie? Are there rules against us saying a product?
You can certainly, heavily suggest it's something.
We can, but we can't lie. So then I thought, well, does it have to be in English? Does your label have to be in English out in Australia?
Probably not.
Well, it does. So that was my other... But what language were you going to choose if...
I would have gone Spanish because I think corn is very big. Maize is very big in the Spanish-speaking world.
Yep.
And so I know they're going to be a fairly big consumer base. Mm-hmm. Chileans.
Yep.
For example.
Okay. So anyway, we can't do that. How accurate does your label have to be was another thing I looked up, and I went to the government.
Ballpark.
No, the government, there's guidelines, there's codes of practice, and it has to be exactly accurate, or a claim can be made against us. Don't shake your head. I'm reading it off the government website.
Well, not everyone. That's only Squares pay attention to that. I don't think all foods. A lot of foods have misleading labels. Lots and lots.
Okay, give us an example.
Look, I don't want to create enemies here, but most cereals.
Yeah.
I mean, they're full of sugar, but they label as like energy and have lots of energy for your day.
Yes.
We'll be doing the same thing.
Okay, but we're not saying energy.
Have lots of salt for your day.
Oh, that's one thing people rush to.
Yeah, that's what electrolytes are. I know. Have a salty day. Have a salty, runny day with this salty corn water. Listen, here's my proposal.
Okay.
Give me 1 week. I will get a client.
Yep.
What if I start from the other end? What if I see if there's the demand first?
Okay.
Because we're like, of course, Andy, a ship is always safe if it never leaves the harbour. But that is not what a freighter of corn water was built for.
I'll be in charge of nutrition then. I'll do all the testing for that. You can
be the science guy.
Yep.
But I want you to be a very lenient science guy.
This is us chatting.
I'm enjoying the chat.
Outwardly, we can switch.
Outwardly, it's thumbs up, big smiles, corn water's a hit. You're going to love it.
I will come back to you with the problems and the pluses.
Which there will be equal amounts of it.
And we'll lean on the pluses.
So, why don't you get the corn water out of tinned corn tested?
Yep.
I start poking around on the consumer side of things, see who would be willing to stock it, just see if there's a thirst out there for salty corn water.
Meet back here Monday. Oh, I better stick around, actually.
I mean, I'll see you after the news.
Coconut water is certainly something that a lot of people are hyped about. Mm-hmm. It's a fad food, Ham. You want to get on the next one?
Well, I suppose you could say it's a fad, but I mean, it has been around for a long time. It's not like we just discovered that there was a liquid centre of coconuts.
No, that's true.
No one at the Bounty factory was going, I keep telling you guys, we're drilling into them and they're leaking everywhere.
I know, but
something's in here.
Acai and all other sorts of weird foods.
That?
I don't know. It's one of those ones that people put.
Well, I don't know either.
Acai or whatever it's called.
Oh, ACAI. A berry. The berry.
Yeah, berry.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, a berry?
It's a berry.
Yep.
That's been around for ages, and everyone wants to put that in smoothies now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, all plants have been around for ages.
yeah.
There's no new plants. We're just discovering new ways to have a go at them. But I'm like, in Thailand, they've been doing coconut water for, as soon as they could snap one open.
But lately, everyone's like, this is great.
This is it. It's fair to say in Australia, certainly, last 10 years, the coconut water wave has boomed, and it was a combination of factors of just seeing how many people. Obviously, there's a big demand for coconut water because it's at the supermarket everywhere.
Yep.
And just me thinking, well, this came out of nowhere. Where's the next tidal wave coming?
Yep.
What colour is it? I'll tell you what colour it is. Dark yellow, sort of musty, browny yellow. It's corn water.
Yeah. Have a go at the yellow flow.
Get some yellow, and I don't know, everything I'm thinking of is a thieving mellow yellow's tagline, but just get some yellow, salty, quite thick water down your hatch. Now we can thin it out.
So this is to be
This
very
is not
clear,
crazy, and this is a serious idea.
No, to be very clear,
Corn water.
It's the water that is inside a can and that normal corn just sits in while it waits to be eaten so it doesn't dry out.
And like all great inventions, it came to me just as I was tipping it down the sink, draining a can, going, oh, there goes the corn water. My brain was going, water full of the nutrients and essential salts that corn contains. Off it goes down the sink. Someone should sell that. And the other part of my brain went, you're someone. You and Andy are someone. Why aren't we selling this? Why aren't we making people drink corn water?
I'm following up on the nutritional benefits of it because
How
that's
you
what
going?
we're pushing. Not one university in Australia yet wants to help us.
So, but no one's done the research, have they?
No one's done the research on the corn water.
That's promising.
I'm trying to, I rang every university, thought that there'd be one, in the nutrition department or a food science department. They would go, yeah, we're going to have a look at that. None of them say they have the facilities.
But we're imagining that machine where you can dip corn water in the top and it gives you a printout of what's in it. I'll give you I can give you my estimated breakdown.
No, I don't want that. That's
Mostly water. Main ingredient water.
That's why I'm in charge of that, and I'll come back to you soon with an answer.
Main ingredient water, let's say 98% water. You're going to have some salts in there.
Yep.
Corn bits, which I think, like, this is a decision we have to make at a product level. Like an orange juice, do you have the pith in there? I think I vote yes.
Yeah, right.
Because coconut water has bits and pieces in it.
Yep.
I think we want bits of corn in there that
corn
trap
leftovers,
that trap extra nutrients.
corn skids.
Yeah, like the worm, like you said, like the worm at the bottom of a tequila bottle. That's where the nutrients live in the bits. Make sure you drink the bits. So corn water, quite thick, salty corn water. Brackets. Make sure you get all the bits down. For the full benefits of corn.
So you were in charge of product development, marketing, and gauging the market.
Customer feedback.
Yep.
Marketing.
Customer interest.
Buzz. Customer interest. Well, Ando, am I crazy or did we not get some valuable market insight last night as we were having a beer?
You and I were having a beer last night together.
We're sitting outside having a quiet beer as two friends, forgetting that we have a new title, which is the head of the corn water empire. Yeah. What did those people come up and say? Oi.
This lady went, oi, they're not corn waters.
Now that, mate, that's day one of our empire.
Yeah. And we explained to her that
I don't think Jason Coca-Cola got done on his first night for drinking a non-Coke drink.
But we explained to her that we're going around and testing
other beverages
to see how ours stacks up against
We're actually on a farewell tour for other beverages because they're all about to get phased out in favour of corn water. So you'd say, day one, it's gone gangbusters.
Yep.
Product-wise, had a little crack at the packaging. Now, I want it to look like a corn husk.
Yeah.
So I sat down, banged this together. What do you think of that?
It's a Lucozade-style bottle.
What?
That's the shape of it. Just so people at home. Because
I'll have a word to Edward Strong about that because he and I worked on this together.
So you're I think you're seeing it for the first time.
Oh, you're such a funny boy. Second or third? I did only see this minutes ago, but Edward Strong, student, put forward this. Yep. It's a husk-shaped bottle.
It is, no, it's a Lucozade.
Cob-shaped bottle.
It's a Lucozade-shaped bottle.
With a husk around it, and it's shaped as a cob. So you crack off the golden top, and then you just, boom, all the new, delicious, gloopy corn water is yours.
Us on there. I don't think that's necessary. I certainly think we'd need more firepower than us if we were to be the face of it. You'd want to get a...
Corn man.
Well, no, I don't think we need a mascot.
Ando, tomorrow, I'll present Corn Man to you.
Like a Ribena berry?
Better.
There's no such thing.
I think it can be done. No, seriously, HamishAndy.com if you're a designer and you want to send in some Corn Man sketches to me.
Okay, Corn Man tomorrow, but I want to know what he sounds like.
Sure. That's exactly where I thought this would go. And so I will have, not a worry for the marketing team. We'll have a mock-up of Corn Man for you tomorrow.
Hamish and Andy.
Corn water. It's undeniable that since a few days ago when we announced this idea, I floated it to you. You've done a very good job of you're in, but I know you're fascinated by the scientific side. You're trying to protect your own personal brand here by going, I can't be associated with another water that doesn't back up its scientific claims.
Well, no, it's mainly...
After Andy Lee's exercise sweat was bottled and falsely sold to high school kids to give them an athletic edge on the hockey field.
True, but it's mainly I don't want us to get sued. It's not. It's not about deceiving people. We're very happy to if we don't get caught. It's more the fact that there could be many claims against us if we're advertising something that doesn't do.
The idea...
That's where you need to just tone things down.
That's not what the marketing division does. The marketing division tones it up, and you, the lab guys, tone me down if you can catch me, if you can find me.
Okay.
Maybe you can try to tone down Hamish, the marketing guy. And here's the thing. Corn water, we're talking about the water here that the canned corn sits in when you drain it out in the sink.
Yep. Yesterday you said to me that that you were working on Corn Man.
I did a bottle design it's the shape of a corn cob. You take the lid off, got the husk on it, and you said, I don't like our faces being on it. We need more firepower, is what you said. We need someone better.
And then you
than
jumped
us.
into this Corn Man.
And I said, yeah, that's, you hadn't let me get to Corn Man, which I was definitely going to do.
And it seemed, though, like on the spot that you were talking about Corn Man. But I said,
and how could I have so many sketches ready to go today?
Well, I hope you do, because you said then today, 24 hours, you're going to present me with Corn Man, an illustration of plus the voice.
Now, I had a few ideas for myself, but it turns out that the people of the People Show are far more talented with the old pencil and paper.
Ah, good.
The first sketch came through from Levi. And he said, look, just thought I'd help out on the graphic front for you guys dominating the world beverage market. He reckons it should be about $2.50.
The price point for the
Well, I mean, he said,
bottle.
I said, and I quote here, I find your lack of scientific investigation into the safety aspects of this new beverage to be quite refreshing, but not as refreshing as Hamish and Andy's corn water.
Okay, good.
So good. Sort of turned a diss into a bit of a compliment there. This is Corn Man we're looking at here.
Okay.
So he's a giant cob of corn.
Yep.
The key feature I love is the tap in the groin area.
Yeah, I'm not
it's
sure.
leaking a yellow fluid. And I like it because he's obviously going around sporting events or festivals where you would need a water packed with the salty benefits and nutrients of corn to replace lost essential salts that you lose dancing and running. So what he's doing here is Corn Man goes around, obviously fills it up in front of you from the tap on his groin and hands you an ice cold, or at least fairly cold glass corn water.
The tap, having a tap sitting there between your legs, his legs, Corn Man's legs, I think is a bad look.
You reckon?
Yep.
Because for me, I'm not the only one that's loving it. Here's the next design.
Okay, that's not even a tap. That's just a willy.
No, it's made of corn. It's a corn willy.
Well, it's still a willy, and I think we're giving the consumers the idea that corn, it's waste. It's a waste. It's the
kind
waste.
It is corn piss.
No, it's not. From a marketing perspective, if I was sitting down, and
it kind of is because it's sort of like salty waste.
Yep. Okay.
I'm not saying that's the new name of our product. I'm just saying why have two people thought exactly the same thing in their sketches for Corn Man?
If they were, doing lemonade, say for Schweppes or something came in and they said, "Hey, we've got a lemon here," and on the marketing campaign, he's weeing into cups.
He pees into the cup.
Yeah. I don't think the team would go great.
Because they're traditional. They're entrenched in the beverage market, Ando. Yeah. We're shaking up big water.
But I'm just going off what people like drinking. And
I just don't think you've investigated. It's not human urine.
No.
It's corn urine.
Again, if
I wonder if I can work with you if you're so married to what Schweppes is doing.
Okay,
when you should be thinking, like, what does corn water do?
Well, we certainly can't have, even though it's in graphic form, that.
I like the tap.
The tap.
I like the tap.
So you're sticking with the tap. What's his voice sound like?
Hi, I'm Corn Man.
No, that's not great at all.
Or just my voice.
More work on the voice.
He's also, I think, got the Colonel as his sidekick.
Yep.
That's you in a yellow jacket with a giant piece of corn as your hat. And the Colonel has to do anything Corn Man says.
Are we worried that there's another business out there that already has a Colonel?
As far as I know, there's not, and that's my story. Yeah, so you got to do everything I do. I'm sort of I'm the god of the corn business, the Corn Man.
Yep.
And the Colonel, just follows orders.
I'm just a Colonel.
Just a Colonel.
Yeah, right. I think we're going to have a lot of problems, but...
tracking well. Thanks for your sketches, everyone. There's tons more I didn't get to.
Hamish and Andy.
All right, Ando, corn water update. It's going well. I got to say, for something that was only floated on, God, was it Tuesday, Wednesday?
Yep.
Maybe as early as even Tuesday, I think it was.
Yep.
The idea that, hang on a sec, the corn, the juice, the water that's in a can of corn, why are we draining that out? Why don't you and I start a company
That bottles it.
called Corn Water that bottles that water from a can of corn? Because isn't it basically just the same thing as coconut water but corn themed? Yes.
Well, no.
The public is saying a lot of public are saying it's even better.
Some have said that.
People love the taste of corn.
In
Let's roll this right back.
Yep.
Doritos and CC's are a huge success.
Yep. I wouldn't want a water-flavoured Dorito, though, would you?
No, but would you want a Dorito-flavoured water?
No, I don't think so.
You're just thinking of backwash. Think of what we can do with a better, punchier version of corn in water. Yeah. People love corn. Corn is the planet's third most popular vegetable.
Is that true?
Why do you question all my stats?
Because I'm in charge
I'm marketing.
I know, and I'm in charge of us not getting sued.
Let me put it to you this way.
Yes.
It might be as high as second. So,
We're not
conservatively, third, I think, is a fair thing to say.
Well, I mean, I'm in charge of nutrition. You keep saying the nutritional values of it and science behind this.
Well, and
it's been difficult.
I've got my ear to the ground from a public perspective.
You're in charge of buzz.
And I'll tell you what, the buzz is out there. You know the buzz is out there when we're just talking about this conceptually going, where do we move forward with corn water? Yesterday we had the launch of Corn Man, the highly successful mascot, who has a tap in his genital area to just tap on and tap off and go around festivals, just, shopping centres, wherever Corn Man is needed. He can just pour you a glass of corn water and hand it over to you. And you can get the delicious nutrients and salts that corn usually has locked away for itself.
Yeah.
That have been generously infused into the water, and you can just get that for free at the shopping centre and go, you know what? I'll take 2 of those husk-themed bottles.
We're not sure that those nutrients have been sent to the water. That's the whole point. And I've been trying to find someone to test the corn water for us.
Yep.
And I've got a doctor.
Finally.
Dr. Christopher Fisher he's a senior lecturer at Curtin University in Western Australia. To me, this seems like a formality because we just know in our heart that it's going to. It's like when they discovered Red Bull in the wild. Yep. Like, can you imagine the first guy that just found a babbling brook of Red Bull? Yeah.
And he had a taste of it and went, this naturally occurring substance really gives me an energy boost.
Now,
and then his mate, this is you, we should test it. Mate, it just does. It just works. It's a beautiful carbonated drink I found in the mountains that gives me energy. No, I want to test it. I want to take it to the lab. Fine, do it. But I'm going to go off and start working on a thin can.
There are food regulations.
I'm working on a thin can, and I'm going to get a Formula One team in the meantime.
There are regulations.
Sorry, Brainwave, Corn Water Formula One team.
It's expensive. I don't think we quite have the...
Shock and awe.
Well, can we go down? Like, I'm not even...
Go-kart team?
Well, yeah, go-kart team. I mean, Formula 3 we couldn't even afford, so why not we have a...
Go-kart team.
Yep.
Let's look heavily into sponsoring a go-kart team. Sorry, I interrupted you. Please continue.
Well... The Dr. Christopher Fisher, he said that his food science lab on campus, he can measure for sugars, the breakdown.
Yep. There won't be many.
Proteins.
There'll be quite a lot.
Well, again, we're going to find this out. You don't have to alert the scientists as to what to look out for. Beware, mate. Get a bigger piece of paper for the proteins because it's going to list a fair few of them. Mineral contents.
There'll be heaps of minerals.
And then... they won't be able to provide vitamin in this stuff. He said
that worries me because it's very high. It's more vitamins than vitamin water. Well, is our positioner.
It's getting serious because he said with proper funding, they should be able to team up with the health promotion and disease prevention within the School of Public Health and further look into corn water. I just want to make sure we're not spending money for no reason.
Well, that worries me, the funding aspect, because... how much does the go-kart team cost? And the last thing I want to do is pull money away from new tyres or new helmets, whatever our team needs, just so this nerd can add a few more letters to the back of a can. It worries me. It didn't even show you. A guy called Jono, mate, works at a Meatworks, spent 10 hours while he was at the Meatworks. Look, he's done up a PDF, Ando. Yeah. It's a 3-page PDF that explains how we market corn water. People are on board, Ando. Again, it's captured the public's imagination.
We don't have a product yet.
We do. It's in Jono's PDF.
Okay. Anyway, I'm thinking Wednesday next week.
You'll have the science?
Yep.
All right. I'll have the go-kart team organised by then.
I think
and a scientist.
I think someone's called in. Should we take him after this next song?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take him after the
I
song.
had till Wednesday to get this. But yeah, Jordan's called it. All right, we'll take our go-karter next.
Haim,
What a surprise. Cornwater's booming, and everyone wants a slice of the action.
I feel like we should just put a little bit of a tap or on the hype at the moment because we don't have a product yet.
You can't. It's a bad business move. Please don't try and bottle the hype. You work on bottling the water because the hype is exploding at the moment for Cornwater.
I know, but we don't know what funds you've already sold, like naming rights to a racing team.
No. We're Cornwater. Yeah. We're just getting our name on a go-kart racing team like Red Bull has a Formula One team. Don't you think that's the smart move?
Yeah, but don't we have to pay for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have money.
Yeah, well, we're not going to get any money unless we get a go-kart team, mate. How are people going to know about the company? Anyway, sorry about that, Jordan. You've given us a buzz. You're from a go-kart team, so you had to hear the company founders fighting. We're just having a few issues here at headquarters. We assure you, Cornwater is alive and well as a business and very interested in sponsoring your team. How are you?
Yeah, very well. Pretty excited to get in touch with you guys.
Yeah, well, we're very excited to have you on the short list of the go-kart teams that we're looking at sponsoring.
Where would we put? I mean, obviously Red Bull really does own their Formula One team. Is there any other sponsors you have for your go-kart team, Jordan?
Well, we have a combination of sponsors supporting different drivers, like Curb Rider in the city and kids that I've worked. Yeah, others kids that I've worked with have had Red Bull support them as well. And
well, we need that. We need that. Put a stop to that immediately because Red Bull's a pretty big competitor of ours. But I think once you taste some Cornwater, you'll know that it's the superior drink. And whilst you might have been getting energy and whatnot from Red Bull, nothing compares to the salt and vitamin spike you get from a Cornwater.
Jordan, a lot of things can compare to it. But Jordan, what kind of price would we need to, say, buy the spot for your go-karts and uniforms?
I don't know. Let's break it down. I mean, it's pretty expensive to run a go-kart team, probably more expensive than a football team maybe, but we're not looking at Formula One figures.
Okay, that's reassuring.
Okay, no, it's not. Can we have a ballpark figure, Jordan?
A ballpark figure?
Yep.
I think we could say for $1,000 have your name on our attire.
Now we're talking.
Okay.
Now, but Jordan, you guys would have to be happy to drink nothing but Cornwaters.
That's a hard.
Jordan, if you're
not a hard ask, mate. We're your major sponsor.
If you're caught with another beverage, mate, you're gone.
God help you if I see a bloody coconut water in the pits.
Okay,
Jordan, why don't we send you a couple of ice-cold corn waters, send you some coconut ones to chuck in the bin as a test.
Yeah.
Then we'll
send
you some corn waters. When you and the boys are, doing practice, engineering, tinkering with the cards, smash a few cornies down and then give us a call and tell us how you liked them.
Yeah, exactly.
Send a photo as well. Make sure that
get us on the podium.
The brand's all right. Okay, Jordan, thanks for that. Hayden also,
because
you do go-karting.
Ando, you lose valuable salts as a driver.
Okay.
Which corn is the perfect vegetable to replace?
We don't know that. Hayden.
Hello, boys. How are you?
Yeah, good,
great,
mate.
Hayden.
You've got a go-karting team as well?
Yeah, me and my dad and my sister, we all race karts, yeah.
Great.
Yeah, sure.
Now, mate, how much are you sweating as a driver?
A lot.
A ton.
When you're in a hot day, when you've got a race suit on, it's not the best.
I can feel this is basically the TV ad here. And when you jump out of the kart, Haydo, is the first thing on your mind, God, I'd love an ice-cold drink that had all the power, salts, vitamins and minerals of a cob of corn to slide down my throat?
Absolutely. It sounds perfect.
It's a perfect drink for go-kart drivers.
Hayden, do you have any other major sponsors at the moment that...
Not major sponsors, no, but I've got a few, or just a couple of minor sponsors myself.
Yep.
But I've seen a lot of Monster and Red Bull out in the fields as well.
Well, they're the bully boys of the market.
Yep.
We're the underdog, but we're a much more natural product than those guys. Hey, one other thing, I know you probably got to get off to training, so I'll let you go, but would you be prepared for your helmet to be a giant gob of corn?
Oh, I don't see why not. The aerodynamics would be pretty well.
Yeah, great.
Exactly. I think out the back.
Yeah, I think from a safety and aerodynamics perspective, it might have some implications. But marketing-wise, we're very keen on it. We'll talk to you soon, Hayden. Okay.
So who we go with?
I don't know, Ando, because the
Chad's also called.
The whole industry.
Go-karters are there out there.
Whole industry's beating the door down. Chad, you've got a go-kart team?
Yeah, mate, I do.
What sets
See you later.
what sets yours apart, Chad?
Pretty much we're the only Canberra go-kart team, and we race endurance go-karts, so we race anywhere from 6 to 24 hours.
Oh my
wow.
God. How many corn waters a race do you drink?
None currently, but I'm prepared to do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Do you reckon you could drink 100 a race?
100 litres?
Seems like a lot.
I could definitely give it a go.
See, Chad is an endurance. That's the mindset of an endurance athlete.
Yeah, and
I didn't mind that last comment you guys said about the
corn helmet.
having the helmet as a cob of corn.
Yeah,
you're definitely keen to
do
get some kind of design on there of a nice big cob of corn.
Chad, fantastic, and he's the only one in Canberra, so we have the whole market. We can say that we own the whole.
We've got
go-karting market of Canberra.
Well, Ando, as you can see, I mean, we divided this company into two paddocks.
Yeah.
On one side of the fence is marketing and buzz.
Yep.
I have a lot of cows in my side of the fence.
Yep.
You can see I've almost got a stampede on my hand here of the public wanting corn water.
Yep.
The other side of the fence is the science and the actual product making.
Yes. There's a lot of lies on your side of the fence.
It's our main food.
There's a lot of fibs, and that's
I'm just saying, pull your socks up. Please do some work over the weekend, because I got a market here. I got a public that wants corn water.
Wednesday next week.
I'm looking at my warehouse guy going, where's my damn seawater?
Wednesday next week.
Okay.
Hamish and Andy.
And our attempt to topple coconut water off its silly throne in the boutique beverage market is in full swing.
It is.
Using our brand new discovered water. I can't say we invented it, but I think we can claim to have discovered its commercial application.
Well, Hepburn Springs didn't invent mineral water, but
no, that's true.
It was invented by the earth. But the fact that they discovered it.
I mean, good on them. Coca-Cola didn't invent that drink. They just found it in the wild. Tapped it, bottled it, carbonated it. Now everyone thinks they invented it.
Let's not use that example.
And corn water.
Yep.
The water from delicious cans of tinned corn, strained and taken as a delicious drink full of essential vitamins, salts, husks, bits, nutrients, and minerals.
Sugars, proteins.
Probably no sugar. So that's cool. And probably no fat. But all the nutrients contained in corn leached into the water and given to you in one easy-to-drink, watery drink, a.k.a. corn water.
Tomorrow we will find out the university that is going to the Faculty of Health Science at the moment is looking into it. Tomorrow.
Which uni?
Curtin.
They're pretty good.
In Western Australia. Tomorrow, Dr. Christopher Fisher is coming back to us with protein levels, glucose, sucrose, fructose.
Oh, well, nucrose, bucrose.
All the sugars.
Buttrose, Carly.
All minerals. And vitamin C and B.
B, I think we're going to get a fair bit of. Can I just say, with full respect to Dr. Nonscomp, what was his name?
Fisher. Very much. Very.
Dr. Fisher, with full respect to him, I don't care.
You should care because
I'm
been selling the drink relentlessly on vital vitamins.
The freight train is underway, Ando. The momentum's too much now to stop. I have some very exciting news for you.
Okay.
Until today, all this talk of corn water had been very much theoretical. Could it be done? Scientists wondered. Could it ever exist? And yeah, but that was just straight up. That was fresh out of the can. There's a big difference between me grabbing a coconut up a tree, chopping it open, going drink this, to then going into full blown production.
Okay.
Ando, we have stock.
Okay.
We have stock of corn water.
Some cans.
I can't tell you how I did it, but I can tell you we have stock levels now of corn water. So we're beginning to be a real live enterprise here. Have a guess how many bottles of corn water. Start at one. Have a guess, starting at one, of how many bottles of corn water we've got.
One.
Higher.
Okay. Well, it depends how big a bottle is.
500 mils.
Oh, okay.
Glass with the sealable flip top. You sometimes see at restaurants for water.
Yes, okay.
So high, more. Up, Ando. You're thinking too small. Andy, 3 you say?
Yeah.
Higher, my friend.
4.
Yes, 4 bottles. And that's just the beginning.
How many cans did you have to strain?
Okay,
4 bottles?
now that is the slightly disappointing side. Because at the moment, I want you to taste the recipe at the moment, because it was 10 cans for 4 bottles. So that's 2.5 cans a bottle.
Even though you said you'd never tell me how you did it. So 10 cans for 4 bottles. So he said?
Yeah.
Okay. And
two and a half cans.
How much
a
is a can?
Someone from the office. I think about $1.50. $1.70. So what's that? Close to $4.
Yeah.
I'm just saying at the moment, yes, we're not making money on these yet. But I should also point out, Jack was helping me out. Jack was down on the factory floor.
Did you say it was 10 cans?
Yep.
$1.70.
2.5 cans per bottle of corn water I've been making.
Right, okay. So
it's about $4.
$4. And so how much are we going to sell ours for now? You said it was on the market.
$10.
No, you said it was on the market at $2.50 originally, I think.
That was early sums. At the end, the slightly other disappointing thing is I was filling half the bottles up with water.
What?
That's just between you and me. We wouldn't tell customers that.
And then the other half's corn water.
Oh, it's a bit thick if it's just by itself.
So,
but we've got to tell Jack. We've got to tell Andy the exciting news we discovered in the factory. Because when you're in the factory making the corn water, you're opening the cans.
Where's your factory?
Just in the kitchen.
Yep.
You're opening the cans. You're pouring them into a bowl through a sieve. Then you've got all this corn left over. Like we had about 4 kilos of corn, and that's just from 10 cans. I was putting it all in a salad bowl. I refilled that up with water. The re-soaked water is pretty good. So I actually think we've got 2 products. Premium corn water, which is your first strain, and then the re-soak.
Or corn water light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we know it's the re-soak, which we'd sell for $2.50. But the premium stuff, that's $10 a bottle.
Macklemore actually weighed in on our corn water. Accidentally, he weighed in.
Yeah, unbelievable.
And it took us on a path. This is Macklemore, yes, the singer, downtown.
Yeah.
You know, one of the best things in the world. We've got that for you after 5 o'clock.
Possible singer of the new corn water jingle, if he's on board. We've got it for you after 5 because I want you to try the bottle. I want you to try the bottle of corn water. It's chilling down now, but I want you to be the first person to drink the prototype bottle. I've already got some reviews such as, not terrible, I could drink this, you know.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. The reviews are coming in.
Same Shandy. Ham, Macklemore was on the show yesterday.
Yeah.
You used the opportunity wisely.
I wanted to bring up our corn water venture with him, but I know even to people in Australia trying to explain to them, look, we're taking on coconut water. We're using the water that the tin corn soaks in the can. We're straining that out. We're going to try and bottle it and sell it. We believe in this product. It's full of nutrients, salts, huskiness, vitamins, minerals, etc.
Apparently, hopefully.
It's hard to explain that to Australians even. Was it wise to use some of our time on the phone with Macklemore to try and get him on board? But I took a half-court shot.
You did take a chance. Is how it went.
This is a two-pronged question. Are you still an ambassador for Dr. Pepper, which we salute? And if so, would you ever be interested, though, in jumping ship into more of the boutique water market? Because we have a product here at the show that we've come up with.
The first answer to that question is I love Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
I don't think that I'm still under a Dr. Pepper contract.
Yes. Sure.
At the moment.
Great.
So I am a free agent.
Free agent. Good. Cha-ching.
2,
okay. Yep.
Water, don't love it. Appreciate it. Don't love it. If you put some high fructose corn syrup in it, we could maybe talk.
You're joking. You're joking. Macklemore, this is not a setup. I guarantee you for the last week on the show, we've come up with a product to topple coconut water off its throne, and it is called corn water. It's essentially the water
Have you been briefed?
From the can of corn that you normally drain out and throw away.
No.
Our idea is to bottle it, chill it, sell it to dance parties, concerts, sporting events, so you get those vital salts, nutrients, and huskiness that corn has seeped into the water. Boom. Macklemore, are you on board? In principle.
Wow.
This is weird.
Wow. I would like to come visit the radio station.
Yep.
I would like to have 2 cans, one for me, one for Ryan, on deck, chilled appropriately, and I will highly consider it as I see the vision.
This is amazing.
It's an August countdown.
Do you know what, Ando? When you guys get here in August, we're going to have 1 cup of Pepsi, 1 cup of corn water. It's the blind taste test. Can you tell which one is corn water? And I think you'll be able to because it's that good.
You go to hamishandy.com at the moment. Obviously, our chats with Macklemore as well as making the song just out of nothing yesterday.
Good fun yesterday making the Buying a Couch song, which could be his new hit. But Ando, what have I got in the studio?
You got yourself a bottle of corn water. The factory made it today.
Citizen 0.
It's been chilled appropriately.
Patient 0.
It's been chilled appropriately, which was the demand of Macklemore.
It's like a beer. Corn water, you think of it as a beer. You're just not going to slam a warm beer after a run.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to slam a warm corn water after a run. You're going to slam an ice cold corn water, and you're going to absolutely love it, because one of the things that running does to you is it saps essential salts out of your body.
Yeah.
And corn water is one of the saltier
we don't know.
drinks.
Okay, we
one of
don't
the more
know.
powerful salty drinks. Ando, would you like, because this is the first commercial run, like this is the first one out of the factory. This is not just drinking it straight out of the can.
Yes.
Because I've watered it down a little bit for the bottle. This is now the first bottle being opened live on the show. Crazy beverage history right here.
Yep.
There you go. Sound good?
Yeah. So, like a bottle that you opened. But the excitement that came with that, yeah.
Glass is a little bit
it.
warm, Eliza.
The glass is a bit warm.
Sorry about this.
Yeah.
Because I just want it to be chilled for you.
Thank you.
Here we go. I was given this with... Good, Jack. Really good impulse. Spot on.
Well, it makes me scared to drink it.
And you should be.
Really?
Well, because this is $1 billion sip. Tell me if you think I've watered it down to the right ratio. Because it was a little powerful coming out of the can fresh.
It's not a great smelling drink.
It smells of corn. The world's third most popular vegetable.
I don't think it's even a vegetable.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't it?
Got to be.
It's a grain, isn't it? Or
yeah, vegetables. Grainy vegetable. Basically, it's potato, carrot, corn. He loves it.
Again, it's not terrible.
It's not.
You know what you're relying on as Haim takes a swig from the bottle?
People being really thirsty.
Yes. We're also relying on this being good for you. You would endure that if it was good for you. I've seen people endure worse.
Kombucha.
All sorts of stupid green drinks
Crazy
going around
stuff
that
out
people
there.
just nearly
Crazy
vomiting
things out
when
there.
they're drinking it, but apparently it's good for you. Tomorrow, Ham, if the nutrition facts can back up the drink,
Vital salts, essential husk minerals,
vitamins,
corn-based nutrients.
I think we're in the pocket.
I think it grows on you. It tastes really good. It tastes like weak chicken and sweet corn soup. Like, again, all of this stuff's not going in the
Chilled.
bottle. Yeah, but it's great. Science time, Ando. Science
time. Corn water. It's been our effort to take on coconut water, which is a fad in the health water beverage market.
We want our own boutique water. We want to be first to it. And we want all that sweet, sweet cash that flows in like delicious water. What kind of water, Ando? Corn water.
Yep.
Could we market the water that you normally drain out of tinned corn as a successful and wonderful, salty, hydrating, nutritious, fibrous water?
Yes. And you've been throwing around those type of words very often without getting the results back. Which
B vitamins, minerals, essential salts, non-essential salts.
That's where the guys at Curtin University come in.
Yep.
We're talking to Dr. Christopher Fisher, and he has got a fellow called Dr. Tony James Ham from the food science team.
This is what we wanted. We wanted someone to just basically pour corn water into a machine that would give us a bit of a beep, boop, beep, boop, beep. This is what's in it.
I've got the results here, but they make very little sense to me. That's why I've got Dr. Krista up as well as Dr. Tony James. They're on the phone here to explain it to you all and us all.
This is exciting. Doctors,
welcome,
how are you?
Guy.
Ahoy, boys.
Ahoy, doctors. Ahoy, and welcome to the show.
Thank you. How's it going? Tony here.
Well, let's start with, Haim talks a lot about the saltiness and electrolytes and stuff.
I'd like to find out the salt levels. Does corn water have essential salts in it?
Yeah, so it's got, the sodium and the potassium are the ones that it's got decent amounts of, and the sodium is what you not want to have too much of, so it's not too bad on that, but it's got a lot of potassium, which is good, sort of...
like a banana.
Yeah, better than your Gatorade and similar levels to what you find in coconut water. So
better than a
You heard
Gatorade.
it from the science
right.
man.
I think I just got my bottle quote, boys. That'll be all.
All right, let's talk sugars then. We're nervous about sugars.
No, I don't think it'll have a lot of sugar in it.
Okay.
Maybe some glucose and fructose, but not lots.
Dr.
yeah,
James?
so it actually just has the only carbohydrate that's in it, or the only sugars that are in it, are ones that have been added into the can, so they're not coming from the corn itself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just some of the sucrose that the manufacturers have put in. But luckily it's about the same sort of level as what you'd find in Gatorade and also what you'd find in coconut water. and it's about half of what you'd find in a sugar sweetened
soft drink.
So,
half the sugar of a soft drink, same amount of sugar as a coconut water.
But stick with your first one.
Half the sugar of a soft drink, more potassium than a Gatorade.
Yes.
Jesus, have we just stumbled on the fountain of youth?
Okay. Now, Ham, you say fibrous.
A lot of fibre. Fibre is where I reckon we're going to be off the charts.
So we weren't able to measure the fibre actually.
Immeasurable fibre. Oh my God! Better than a Gatorade. Half the sugar of soft drinks, immeasurable fibre. Why aren't you drinking corn water?
Vitamins, Sam. You often talk about
B vitamins. It would have a lot of B vitamins.
Not a lot. It's got a little bit.
Test it again.
Maybe about if you had 200 mils of it, you'd probably be getting about a fifth of your daily intake.
So hang on. So 1 litre is 100% of your daily intake of B vitamins?
That's right. Yep.
Oh, boy. Cha-ching. 100% daily B vitamins per litre.
Per litre.
That sounds good to me.
So the doctors have done their trick, Ham. From me at a food science level, I'm in charge of nutrition. I'm comfortable.
Guys, is there any downside to drinking corn water nutritionally?
Not too bad. I can't think of any, offhand. It does contribute a little bit to the amount of energy that you consume, so as long as you don't go too far overboard.
The only thing that's strange for your health, I think, is it tastes bad, so you're a little depressed after you drink
That's
it.
not true. And I'll kick you out of the company if that talk stays up. So let's just recap here. More potassium, better than a Gatorade in terms of potassium, half the sugar of a soft drink, immeasurable fibre, and 100% of your daily B vitamins per litre. Boom, boom, boom. I think we can charge $10 a bottle. Thanks for your time, guys.
Ticking all the boxes, that's right.
Thanks so much, guys. We really appreciate it.
That is amazing.
No worries.
Cheers, guys.
I was sending you out a bottle for that.
It's
You'll lunge at it because you know how healthy it is for you.
Ham.
Quick corn water update, Ando.
Yes, well, you were assigned a task today.
Yep.
You had to go out there and...
Start getting some sales.
Sales, yes.
Look, as we just said before the song, corn water, our quest to create a boutique water from the water soaking in the can of tinned corn.
Don't waste it.
Don't waste it. Let us we're bottling it.
Yeah.
I've already made 4 bottles. It's going well, tasting good. We did the scientific analysis of it yesterday, Ando.
Which was incredible. We talked to scientists from a food science team at Curtin University.
And they go, hey, double the potassium of Gatorade. Geez, that's pretty good. Half the sugar of a soft drink. Well, that's very good.
Yes.
100% of the B vitamins you need daily per litre. But still, you smash a litre of CW. Did you guys measure the fibre? No, we didn't measure it. Oh, immeasurable fibre. The marketing benefits were through the roof. So, Ando, I'm very pleased to report with just one day of sales.
The most astounded person.
Yeah, because we're onto something here. Yeah. So now with 1 day of sales, I put my different hat on. Normally I'm the marketing guy. Now I'm the sales guy.
Your sales and marketing.
$100,000 sale.
You had $100,000 sales.
I got a $100,000 in principle agreement. So I just think we take that. That tells me.
Have you got any evidence of this 100,000?
Yeah, called a gym.
Called a gym.
Got him to take, what is that? 10,000 bottles. You don't have to play the call. I'm your sales manager. I have to record all my sales, okay. But I'm your sales manager.
Can I hear it, please?
I would request you don't hear it.
I'll request I do. Let's see.
Hang on. It's just that as the sales manager, you got to trust me.
Hey, I trust you, but I'm, obviously as co-owner at the moment, I'm going to review our customer service.
Okay, you can listen to this for quality and training purposes only.
That's it. That's all I want to listen to it for.
Hello, this is Lee.
Oh, hi Lee. How's it going? I was wondering if I can speak to the manager.
He's just popped out at the moment.
Oh, right. Maybe you could take my call. Do you guys deal with beverages there at the gym?
Yeah, we do. Just water and a few BSC products with Coke.
Yep. Like Coca-Cola?
Yep.
Sounds pretty, if you don't mind me saying, sounds quite bland.
Yeah, well, we don't really want to sell anything else, so we sell protein and so forth.
Wonder
protein powders and that, but we just want to sell water. We don't want to sell anything else other than that.
Yeah.
Much.
What if I told you there was a product out there that's got more potassium than Gatorade, 100% of the B vitamins you need every day per litre, half the sugar of soft drink, and immeasurable fibre? Sounds too good to be true, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm still skeptical.
It's actually not too good to be true. It's a brand new drink into the market in Australia. You just imagined a drink, and the drink you imagined is corn water.
Yeah.
All the nutrients of corn soaked into all the water qualities of water. And that could be in your gym for just $10 a bottle.
You're not selling me.
I am selling you.
You're not selling me personally.
Oh, right. But no, this is a sales call because...
Yeah, I know. I can tell.
Okay, yeah.
It's very well scripted.
Can I get an in-principle agreement for a corn water starter pack? It's only 1,000 bottles at $10 a bottle.
Yeah, I'm not the person to speak to.
So when I call back, though, can I tell your boss that you've already given me an in-principle agreement?
No.
Should we do 10,000 bottles, and that way you don't have to reorder?
No. You can try and sell him on it, but I'm pretty sure he's going to give you the same response.
All right, I'm going to pencil you in for 10,000 bottles because if you do 10,000 bottles, it just stops you reordering. That way you've got a stockpile of corn water.
I really can't speak right now.
Well, that's why I'm wrapping this up, doing this really quickly. 10,000 bottles, $100,000 in principle. That's a yes.
No, that's definitely not a yes. Sorry, that is definitely not a yes.
I'm going to take that quickly as a yes. Okay, quickly. Yes.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you, yes. Thank you for saying yes. Okay, good. Yes, that's a yes.
I think your laughter at the end is a giveaway. Well, yeah, I mean...
Thank you is a yes.
That's not a yes.
She said thank you.
I have to go now. I think it's what I heard from her.
But her very last word was thank you. And that's what you say when you do a deal. Thank you. Deal. It was an implied 100,000.
You need to improve sales, my friend. This is a go.
I think
we're not bottling until we pre-sale.
I'm putting that on the bottom line as our first 100,000. And I say your first 100,000 is the hardest.